Welcome back to TEW 2020. Welcome back to the WWF in 1992 and the fallout of the Royal Rumble. That's right. Welcome back to my corner of the internet. Apologies in advance if my voice is a little bit off. I'm recording this today when I'm just getting over the flu. I'm recording a few videos today, get back into the swing of things, and this is one of them. So we're back. It's the first week of February in 1992. Let me show you, just if you've forgotten what happened at the Royal Rumble. We have a new WWF Heavyweight Champion. It is, woo, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He won a Royal Rumble match. He is the new champion. Money Incorporated defeated the Legion of Doom to win the World Tag Team titles. Macho Man Savage beat The Undertaker. Bret Hart beat Rick Martel in a cage match. And there are some other matches in there as well. A lot of things just basically going around with our storylines. A few things to tell you about though. First of all, General Adnan and Nikolai Volkov have left. I've let their contracts run out and expire. No need to keep them. I've got no use for them. Typhoon is now going to be out for about a year, I think, according to this, due to a torn rotator cuff while wrestling. That's going to put a major stopping point on our feud between them and the Rock and Roll Express. As you can see, this storyline between the Rock and Roll Express and the Natural Disasters, it was getting a bit heated. It was at 62. However, now, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I really don't. There's a couple of other things to mention here. We've had a couple of people that are no longer available to us. Jake the Snake Roberts and the Texas Tornado have both gone into rehab. So they're going to be unavailable now for 7 months for the Texas Tornado and 8 months for Jake the Snake Roberts. Both of those, of course, are in storylines as well. So that's a huge impact for both of those. Typhoon, as you can see here, torn rotator cuff, 11 months, 3 weeks. Let's do the surgery. It's low risk surgery, so let's see if it works. Success! Brilliant. He's back in 3 months. That's awesome, but at the same time, it's not really going to help. It's still going to be 3 months of not having him in a storyline, so we need to nix that. I've got an idea on what I'm going to do before I get to the Elimination Chamber. However, before we get to the Elimination Chamber, we have Prime Time Wrestling, baby. That's on tonight. That's a B show, so we're not going to do that. But then we have Superstars, the B show, and Wrestling Challenge. So the A show, sorry, is Superstars. Man, I'm all over the place. So we're not going to do Prime Time Wrestling, it's the B show. That's off screen, but I am going to do Superstars, the A show, and you'll see hopefully what I've got going on those shows and the fallout from the 1992 Royal Rumble. Not much else to tell you about. Nobody's joining the company. I'm not trying to hire anybody right now. Nobody new really has appeared in the game world that I'm interested in right now. So nothing to worry about there. So with that all said, I will see you all at Superstars for our next show. Okay, welcome back. We are here at Superstars, the first TV taping of February in 1992. We start off with a pre-show match, the Rock and Roll Express versus the New Orient Express, with the Rock and Roll beating them in 9 minutes 44. Ricky Morton defeats Tanaka with a diving crossbody. Nice, simple, easy match. We start the show with Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And Vince McMahon says that tonight is all about the Elimination Chamber. That's a really bad voice for Vince McMahon. But essentially tonight there are going to be 6 qualifying matches for the very first Elimination Chamber match in the World Wrestling Federation's history. And of course the winner of the Elimination Chamber match will become the #1 contender to the Nature Boy Ric Flair at WrestleMania. And he announces that Those are going to be the matches tonight. I will tell you all when we get to them which matches are the matches that we're doing for qualifying. I'll tell you that when we get there. But we have our first match of the night. Skinner and the Beverly Brothers defeating Jim Neidhart and the Bushwhackers. Blake Beverly pins Butch with a super fallaway slam. It's a pretty good match here because we've got the Beverly Brothers versus the New Foundation feud, and we have the lower card Craziness feud. So it's a good little way just to get everybody in together. I probably have too many storylines going, but I also want to use a lot of people. It's a 54 rated match. It's not brilliant, and the Foundation Beverly story lost heat, but the lower card story gained heat. So, you know, apples and oranges, I suppose. Bit of good, bit of bad. We then move on to Earthquake. Earthquake defeats Kato. I've turned him face and I've just decided to job out Kato apparently. I'm very sorry, my man. But Earthquake defeats him in 6:49. He is dominant. He defeats Kato. Typhoon is at ringside with Earthquake while this match is ongoing. And then we have an angle with the Natural Disasters. And so you get Earthquake, he's on the mic, he's like, Rock and Roll Express, I know what you did, I saw what you did at the Royal Rumble. You took out my partner, you took out Typhoon, and you think that that's going to stop the Natural Disasters. One disaster is already too much for you, and I will not stop. The Earthquake is coming. And he's bouncing around, he's doing all the things that he does. Earthquake's going to keep on going. We're going to run this feud for a little bit longer, but it's basically just going to be Earthquake now fighting the feud by himself. The storyline lost heat, but apparently Earthquake and Typhoon do well off script, so that's something to remember. And then we have our first match of the qualifiers for the Elimination Chamber. It's Jushin Liger defeating Bam Bam Bigelow in a decent match. 59 rated. The mid-card Proving Ground storyline has advanced but lost heat. That's not good. But yeah, Jushin Liger going through, going to be in the Elimination Chamber. I love Jushin Liger, one of my favourite wrestlers in the world. And I think he'd be really good. Like, can you imagine in 1992, the Elimination Chamber, and Liger's in there flying and flipping and doing all his things? That would be amazing. We then have a music video shown to promote Eddie Guerrero. Okay, so I've got an idea with this. You know, the music video's running. Eddie's looking into the camera. He's smiling. He's winking. And you get a little voiceover that says, "Did you know that Eddie Guerrero has 3 separate lowriders? And did you know that Eddie Guerrero has starred in over 20 Spanish language romantic comedies?" Eddie's there. You've got the little ding as he smiles, you've got the thumbs up or whatever, he's driving in his lowriders, and that video ends with, "Did you know that Eddie Guerrero is the greatest professional wrestler of his generation?" And the video fades out. We then move on to the next Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Tully Blanchard defeats Brian Knobbs. The Hogan Flair storyline advances with this segment, so there we go. Apparently I need to take Jimmy Hart away from being the manager of Brian Knobbs and Jerry Saggs. I'll try and remember that. But yeah, Tully Blanchard qualifies for the Elimination Chamber. 65 rated match. Can't complain, really. We then have a normal match, the British Bulldog and the Repo Man. Not a good match. 47 rated match. Bulldog beats Repo Man. But the story lost heat for the mid-card Proven Ground storyline. So, I don't know, maybe I just need to keep Bulldog talking a lot. I have no idea. I love him. He's one of my boys, but god damn it, Bulldog. Yeah. And then we have an abysmal match, but that's all the way it's always going to be. Yokozuna defeats Felino in 3 minutes 40. Yokozuna continuing his dominance, smushing people, and yeah, there you go. We then have a announced backstage, Shawn Michaels. The cameras go backstage and Shawn Michaels is beating the hell out of Marty Jannetty. He's beating him down, he's taking him out. Shawn Michaels attacks Marty Jannetty backstage, leaves him down and out, and looks down at Marty and says, "Ha! You're not going to have to fight me tonight. I'm going to the Elimination Chamber match, not you. That's the way it's going to be. I don't think so." and off he goes. So you get the next stage, Shawn Michaels is in the ring. And Shawn is saying, hey, announce me the winner. Marty's not here. And Vince comes up on off the commentary table and says, hey, Shawn Michaels, you thought that you could do anything you want and we would just let it slide. We've already found you a new opponent. He points to the ring and out comes Owen Hart. I really, really hope this match is going to be good, Shawn and Owen. 62. Okay, it says poor match, but I'll tell you what, 62 is not bad at all. Shawn Michaels obviously does beat Owen because Owen's not that big of a name just yet. But hey, give me Shawn and Owen Hart any day of the week. These two guys were just two of the best in the world. You saw them wrestle each other. They were fantastic. I gave him 12 minutes and Shawn Michaels wins. Shawn Michaels does in fact qualify for the Elimination Chamber. We then go to our next segment with Paul Bearer, The Undertaker, and Kevin Sullivan. Now, I'm going to give this a go. So the camera pans out and you hear Paul Bearer's, oh, the darkness has fallen, and my Undertaker will never rest until all of his opponents have been defeated. Camera pans across and the Undertaker looks dead into the camera and he says, Jake, Brother Roberts has fallen. We shall not see the snake for a while. However, the powers of darkness must move forward, and the powers of darkness must continue. And out of the ashes of the snake will rise a taskmaster. Camera pans across, and it's Kevin Sullivan. And you notice he laughs and he's like, who needs the snake? A snake will bite you. A snake will turn on you at a moment's notice. What you need is a taskmaster. And the taskmaster will take down the Macho Man. So technically what we've done is we put Kevin Sullivan in the feud in place of Jake the Snake. We subbed out Jake because he's off and he's doing rehab, and we've now got Kevin Sullivan. I didn't expect I'd use him so much, but he seemed like a decent fit with the whole Taskmaster thing, and of course if you know the WCW history, he was the Dungeon of Doom guy, so I thought why not? It makes sense, we'll throw him in. Of course he loses to the Macho Man. He's not going to beat Randy Savage, but that's absolutely fine. Randy Savage defeats Kevin Sullivan. He also qualifies for the Elimination Chamber. So we've now got Jushin Liger, Tully Blanchard, Shawn Michaels and the Macho Man in the Elimination Chamber match so far. 70-rated match. So we're getting there. We're moving forward. I'm liking this. I'm liking this show so far today. We then get Money Incorporated defending the tag team titles. So they come out and they say that they're going to just give some money. Anyone who wants to go. Anyone out of the audience, let's go. And so we pull out Ace Starling and Chad Austin, two young guys, they're I think 16 and 19, I got off the local workers, and the $1 Million Man and IRS batting them in with the money, like, come on, have a go. You know, if you beat us, you'll get the titles and some money. Isn't that brilliant? And so the match goes on for a few moments until, obviously, $1 Million Man waves money at them to say, hey, just take the pin, just take the loss, man, just take the loss, we'll give you some money. And of course, that's what happens. Money Incorporated win. They then don't give them money. They stuff like $1 bill in each one of their mouths because they're dastardly heels. Because, of course, that's what you do. And away they go. Everybody's got a price. And away they go with their tag team titles. It's only a 49 rated match, but I think it's fun. I like the idea of it. And it gets Money Incorporated over. So that's brilliant. We then get an angle with the Legion of Doom backstage about the Money Incorporated. So you get Alamo and Hawk, and I was like, Money Incorporated, I see what you're doing. I know what's happening. You think because you've got money that you can walk around and you can do anything that you want, but that's just not the case. And the Legion of Doom won't stand for it. Tell him, Hawk. Well, Legion of Doom is always ready, and Legion of Doom is always here for a fight. Money Incorporated, this isn't over, and it's not over until we say it's over. Oh, what a rush. And there you go. And then we move on to an interview with the model. The model Rick Martel. Obviously, all my storylines are losing heat by doing this, which is absolutely atrocious. So let me give a model Rick Martel promo a go. So the camera. Hey, Bret Hart. You think beating me in a cage match is what it needs to be? You think that's how this should go? You put somebody like me with my finesse, with my refinement, in a steel cage? A match fit only for a brute like you. Of course you will win in a match like a steel cage. I should be here today with the Intercontinental title adorning my gorgeous waistline, looking exactly like it should on a model like me. But instead, you still hold the belt. You absolute monster. You are a monster of a man, just like the rest of your family. And I tell you now, Mr. Hitman, you will not beat me if this was a real match. Away we go. We then have another qualifying match, The Undertaker and Terry Funk, 75 rated match. Brilliant, love that. And The Undertaker defeats Terry Funk and qualifies for the Elimination Chamber. Our final match of the evening is Hulk Hogan and Paul Roma. Again, qualifying match. Hulk Hogan defeats Paul Roma and qualifies for the Elimination Chamber. And we end with a freestyle segment between Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. So basically, Hogan is in the ring. He's doing his whole he's doing his whole posing and everything, and he's cut off by that big old woo. Out walks the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He holds up his World Heavyweight Championship, points to it, says he's the real world champion, and it's never leaving him. It's an 86 rated segment to finish the show, and we got a 71 overall rating. It gave us 15 popularity region increase, 11 regions lost popularity, but I think it was good. I think it was a good show. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. But I'm going to leave this episode here. I'm only going to do the one show today, mainly because, like I say, I am recovering from a bout of flu. So I'm not going to overdo things, but I wanted to get back on the wagon, do a bit more, and so I have done this one. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time when we return to 1992. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and please come back to my call on the internet. Before I let you go, I just want to say a big thank you to TWDB. I got the 1992 database from. Big thank you to Vecteezy, who I got the background graphics from. They're linked in the description down below. And yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and liked videos and all those things. Cannot thank you guys enough. I'm just doing this for my enjoyment and to know that everyone else, there are people out there that's enjoying it too. That makes me really happy. So thank you so much. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. I said it before, I'll say it again. And I'll see you when we come back for more 1992.